Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect, King of Games. Now, I was actually really wanted to get you guys some type of duel, and I was going through my throwaway videos. Don't know why this was in my throwaway pile, because this game was really good. It goes to Game 7. It's full power windups versus full powered Inzektors. Now, this video is a little old. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because there will be no master rule for when these decks mega evolve, because the Link version of the windup monster and the Link version of the Inzektor monsters were not confirmed at the time of making this. But this is still a really good game. If you guys would like to see the Link versions of their mega evolution, then give this video a like, and I will be happy to do a rematch of full powered windups versus full powered Inzektors. Now, people probably wonder, TheCaliEffect, what is the difference between this series and any other series that I would see on YouTube where it's two full power decks going at it? Well, the difference between this is not only do we play the decks at their best respective times, we do something called Mega Evolution, where if a deck is down by 2, they have the ability to play the best cards available, period, giving them an advantage to make a win. So basically, you guys not only get to see the decks and how they operated in their previous time, but you also get to see what would happen if these decks were in real life right now. Now, obviously, this would be under Master Rule 3, which is probably the reason why I decided not to give this video the green light. I figured that they would make a wind-up and Inzektor Link monster, but this deck is really good at making plays, and as you guys can see, this hand loop is pretty freaking nasty, putting windups down to not a lot of cards, and he's just gonna go ahead and make the windup Zen mains and attack for 1500. Windups are really good at disrupting the opponent's hand, as well as summoning a board of windup Zen mains, which was a really powerful card back in the day. The ability to not be destroyed twice, and then at the end phase, if it ever were to attempt it to be destroyed, it can destroy a card on the field, was a pretty pivotal effect. Inzektors are no slouch either, being able to summon monsters and equip themselves to other monsters to furthermore gain effects. So for example, the Hornet equipped itself to the Dragonfly and then activated its own effect to destroy a card on the field. Since an equipped card left Dragonfly, it allowed me to special summon Inzektor Centipede, and then the Hornet equipped itself to the Centipede and then destroyed for another effect. And since a monster did leave Centipede, or since an Inzektor equipped spell card left Centipede, it allowed to search for another Inzektor monster. So Inzektors are, like I said again, no slouch, really good at making huge boards and making your opponent pay for those type of boards that they make, and it's an awesome deck. So we get to see both of these decks in their prime go at it at each other, and I'm telling you guys, it is awesome. As you can see, Inzektors definitely have controlled the board even after windups looping basically their entire hand. That Sangan was really clutch, so this is gonna put windups down to 1500 life points. Gourds is gonna be special summoned to prevent game, and Gourds was a really good card back in the day. I really got to give you guys some information about Gourds. Gourds was a game ender if you had Gourds. I mean, it's the reason why a lot of older players decide their attack order with their weakest monster first, is because of Gourds. So Double Shark is going to be summoned, and when a shark changes its effect to 3, the Phoenix Chain is going to be activated on the other shark. So now you have 2 monsters that can't be used for an Exceed summon. Or actually, no, I apologize. It looks like Double Shark is going to be summoned. That Phoenix Chain was on the field before. So thinking about the play that it could make, Shark could make itself 3. And then make a carrier, but I don't think that would do terribly too much for the Inzektor board, or against the Inzektor board. Seeing that windup Zen mains is on the Inzektor board side of the field, you're gonna have to find a way to get rid of that Zen mains. You're basically gonna have to break this board twice, seeing that Gigamantis can special summon an Inzektor monster from the graveyard, and as long as there's at least one Inzektor monster on the field, then yes, Inzektors will be able to break windup's board and then go from there. So Adrius is gonna be used to destroy the Centipede. Centipede's gonna summon its effect. Adrius is gonna attack into both monsters, inflicting damage. Now this does typically breaks the board. I mean, being able to destroy 3 Inzektor monsters was pretty good, but another Dragonfly is going to be summoned, and it looks like Inzektors are going to take game 1, because Dragonfly would just be able to break the board and finish for the rest of the damage. This time around, windups are going to open up with Tour Guide into Tour Guide, and that's just going to make Zen mains a pretty you know, defensive play, wondering why they didn't try to go into a different combo. But no, Solemn Judgment is going to be used on the Inzektors Centipede, half the life points to prevent the summon, but it does not matter. Inzektors Centipede is going to be Monster Reborn back to the side of the field, and it's going to be equipped with a Hornet to destroy these Zen mains and then search a Giga Brilliant. And now Centipede is going to attack over the Zen mains, which is pretty good, but Zen mains is going to be able to destroy a monster on the field. It's going to be the Centipede, and Centipede's going to be able to special summon itself since Giga Brilliant did leave the field. So a lot of nothing for the Inzektor player, but getting over wind-up Zen mains is a must. And I think that Inzektors actually get over cards like wind-up Zen mains the best because it's really hard. So Maxi is going to be activated in response to the wind-up Hunter summon to tribute. So assuming that the wind-ups are going to be able to go off, Maxi was a pretty smart choice, but no, it was a wasted Maxi. It looks like Centipede is going to attack into the Hunter, or no, it's going to use its effect to destroy the Hunter by attaching itself with the Hornet, and then Dragonfly is going to be added, inflicting 16-year attack. Looks like we're seeing a wind-up Shark, and that's not nice. It's going to be some naskies for this. Now, both of those monsters are going to make another carrier. Carrier's effect is probably going to summon another rat. I don't think that windups or Inzektors have anything left in their hands, so it's just going to go ahead and summon Magician. Now, Shark is going to use the effect, triggering Magician's effect, and I think this is going to be game. I think that windups got this in the bag just by that Magician Shark combo that just went off. And like I said, windups are really good. You don't want to sleep on this deck because, yeah, it is definitely one of those decks that all you need is those two cards, and we're gonna go right into game 3 with both decks tied at 1-1. Magician Shark is a really good combo, seeing that the Shark triggers the Magician on summon, and you don't even have to do anything else except for continuously summon other monsters. It's pretty nasty, and as you guys can see, that's why windups were considered one of the best decks of its time. So Potty Duality into basically nothing, 2 back row, and now Shark with the windup factory. Typhoon is smartly used on the factory, and then Bookamoon is chained to the other Shark. So pretty good job by preventing basically what looks like would have been some really good board presence from windups, and that was just a really smart move to be able to stop that from happening. So Bookamoon is going to be used on a summon Centipede, and it's back to that. Now Shark is definitely going to have to be dealt with, and seeing that Shark was flip face down, it can gain its effects again, even if it wasn't used, or even if it was used before. So Effect Veiler is going to be met with the windup carrier Zenmaity. So all of these hand traps are going to be pretty good to stop windups from going completely off, because if they did not exist, it would have been a problem. So Foolish Burial for the Inzektor Hornet. Does windups have an Effect Veiler to counter this Dragonfly play right now? So it doesn't look like they do. Hornet to destroy the Zenmaity. It looks like Rabbit's going to activate its effect to banish, so there won't be any more cards for Hornet to destroy. And it looks like Dragonfly is going to activate its effect to special summon Centipede again. Now it's not any cards for Inzektors to feed off of. I guess you can see why they're called insects, is because literally just like any other insect, they feed off of their host. Such as if you were to have to, deal with certain insects inside of your household, they feed off of what you feed off of, and that's what Inzektors basically do. They feed off of the opponent's board, while windups, they tend to tune their monsters, get it wind up, tune their monsters to make the perfect Exceed combination. Now, I don't know why that hand loop exists, because that doesn't make any sense, but it looks like they're going to be doing some really wacky stuff to gain Dragonfly right back into the hand. It looks like Centipede was attached to the Hornet to destroy the own Dragonfly to set up another Dragonfly play in the future. So 1600 damage to windups, and it looks like this game could still go either way. Windups definitely having the advantage. Kitten to bounce back the Centipede. Not sure if that was a great move, but probably a necessary move, seeing that windups don't really have a way to get over it. So Dragonfly is going to be summoned, and Rabbit's going to banish itself. Kitten's going to be destroyed. It looks like another Centipede is going to be summoned off of it. So I'm not 100% sure if summoning the Kitten would have been good, but then at the same time, it really wouldn't matter. You can't really see the Monster Reborn coming, and this just might be game. So Monster Reborn to summon Dragonfly, and if And if windups did have that type of board, it definitely would be game. I can see how it could be game right now, but it doesn't look like it yet. There's a Blackluster Soldier. Okay, there you go. That's how you win the game. I'm like, oh, like maybe these Inzektor monsters can summon other Inzektor monsters. It's gonna be hard with Dragonfly having no real targets to destroy, but then Blackluster Soldiers get summoned, and you're like, oh, well, that's a card. So Allure Darkness is gonna be activated to banish the Centipede. Tour Guide of the Underworld is gonna be met with Max C. It's gonna summon a Sangan, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it for Inzektors. You don't want to give a deck too many resources, and you know, continuously special summoning under Maxi is definitely one of those things that has been a problem since Maxi's inception practically. Oh my god, what is that? Oh man, thankfully that Book of Moon was activated, because that wind-up kitten would have did some damage, returning a monster and triggering 3 you know, wind-up factories. So Monster Reborn is going to be activated on the kitten to the Sangan, and all 3 factories are going to be triggered. That's going to get Magician, Shark. Oh man, this is going to be a problem. And then 3 sharks. What the hell is going on here? Do they have a way to stop this? Because this is only going to get nastier. Sharks are going to activate its effect, and that's going to be Fiendish Chained. That's fine, because Magician's still going to be able to activate its effect. So that's practically game. 3 wind-up factories definitely got the game, and it looks like both decks are going to Mega Evolve. Yes. And normally a deck will Mega Evolve when it's down by 2. These decks are so freaking evenly matched that they just decided to Mega Evolve. We want to see what these decks look like at full powered. And Windup is holding, I think, what is the lead. And it's going to be really interesting to see how these decks fare. Actually, I'm sorry, they're even. After how these decks fare after them being so even. I didn't want to see just 1 game of them being able to Mega Evolve. I want to see 3 games, so a whole nother match practically, and how they're going to develop. So it looks like Windups didn't start off so hot, just nuking 1 card from Inzektor's hand. It happened to be the Ladybug, and the Ladybug is really interesting for the Mega Evolution Inzektors, mainly because it gives it access to rank 5, but even more importantly, triple Maxi, triple Ladybug allows it to play Insect Imitation, which can basically make a Dragonfly. So Carrier is going to be summoned, it's going to be met with a Dimensional Barrier. This is exactly what we've been looking at. If we were in Master Rule 3 with Inzektors, it would have been freaking awesome. So Dimensional Barrier is going to be activated, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be declared Xseed, preventing windups from making any Xseed boards. And Zenmaity is still going to be a problematic card. Monster Reborn is going to be activated. That's going to bring out Ladybug. Insect Imitation on the Ladybug to summon the Dragonfly. So that's definitely a combo right there. Being able to do that. And now the Ladybug is going to activate on the Dragonfly to summon the Centipede. Centipede's going to destroy the monster through Hornet and then search another Dragonfly. Unfortunately, there actually couldn't even been an Xseed play because Dragonfly is now level 5, but Dimensional Barrier did slow it down. I think that there were some other moves that Inzektors could have made, but that wouldn't have been possible. Powder Avarice is going to be activated. Oh man, that's pretty nasty when you can Powder Avarice your Zenmaities back to your deck. So we're looking at some really interesting games going on, or a really interesting game going on. Inzektors trying to forge his way to the win, but windups with the Powder Avarice could sneak his way back in. So Tour Guide of the Underworld is going to be summoned for another Tour Guide of the Underworld. That's going to make a Carrier again. Is this face down card a D barrier? It is another D barrier. That is crazy. And this D barrier is going to be used before the Tour Guide can make the Zen main. So Tour Guide's going to crash into the Inzektor Dragonfly, probably the best play available right there. And it's not looking bright. It's not looking good at all for windups. The double D barrier is definitely a problematic card. D barrier is a really good card against this deck. So that's gonna look like Dragonfly for the Ladybug, and then the Hornet, or I'm sorry, and then Centipede for Ladybug. So it doesn't look like Hornet's gonna be activated just yet. Both Dragonfly and Hornet are level 5. That's gonna search another Dragonfly from the deck to the hand. And then Gigamantis is going to be equipped to it, and now it's going to be used for an Xseed summon, which is a Shark Fortress. That's going to trigger to special summon another Dragonfly from the graveyard. It looks like we might be looking at game because they can probably just make another shark and then finally destroy and be able to have all their monsters be able to attack twice. So that's pretty nutty. Windups have to win this game. We can't allow it to be one-sided, but like I said, it goes into game 7, so Windups must win this game right here to force that game 7. But I guess the big problem is, how can Windups force that game 7? Inzektors look more powerful than ever, and with Dimensional Barrier being inside of the Windup, or inside the Inzektors deck, I'm not sure if Windups have a chance, but it's still going to be really interesting to see how these decks pan out and who can be the victor in this best of 7 bout. So Windups, I'm assuming, are going to go first, and it's going to start out with Factory Tour Guide. Is there any responses to the Factory Tour Guide? If not, this could get nasty. So that's going to make the Zenmaity, which is going to trigger the Factory, and Maxi is going to be chained to the Zenmaity, so it doesn't look like the hand loop is going to be the best thing to do. I think summoning the Magician and then following up with the Shark might have been a good thing, but then you're under Maxi, so it kind of just doesn't matter. It looks like Carrier is going to use this effect to pitch a card from the Inzektors hand, and that's going to be it. Going off under that Maxi is not beneficial because you can't hand loop your opponent because they'll keep drawing cards under Maxi, so that's not a good idea. It looks like they're just going to hit that card that was Maxi'd. The Carrier is practically useless, so it doesn't really matter. So Allure of Darkness is going to be activated, banishing the Ladybug, and it looks like Inzektors might have to get back on this roll. Solemn Warning is going to be met on the Centipede, but Monster Reborn is going to be activated right back into the Dragonfly. That's going to eclipse itself to the Ladybug. Ladybug is going to make itself 5, and then being able to special summon Centipede, and that's going to be that with Bottomless Trap Hole. Windups with all of the answer. It doesn't matter how many cards you draw off of Maxi. It doesn't matter because it is going to get wrecked by this infinite back row. So Sangan's going to be summoned, and it looks like an Exceed summon of the Carrier, the Getaway, and now that's going to special summon Shark, which is going to trigger the effects of Carrier, but Effect Veiler is going to activate it. Instant Fusion, what the hell is going on, is going to be activated, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop this Windup player. This Windup player is going to be going off, summoning the Shark, and then searching another monster from the deck, or I'm sorry, summoning the Rat and chaining the Shark. Oh my god, what is going on? I don't even want to know what's going on. This is just nasty. This isn't good. Raigeki is discarded. I think that this is pretty much game. We are definitely going into game 7. This has been a really awesome game to watch. I really hope you guys have been enjoying this, and go ahead and give this video a like button. I know you guys want to see the full-powered Inzektors versus full-power Windup rematch with Master Rule 4 for that Mega Evolution, because this game is already on fire. I can only imagine how the new Link monsters make this deck make these decks even more fire. So Levier is going to be summoned, and more damage is going to be inflicted to the Inzektor player. And he attacked with the Dragonfly, which made him 3,700. So that was a bad attack, but more importantly, he did attack with the Levier, putting why is he down to 65? He should be at 55. But not that it matters. We are going into game 7. Oh man, this is better than a Cavs Warriors finals game. So it looks like Effect Veiler is going to be met on the Dragonfly, and 2 back row is going to be activated. Heavy Storm. Oh no, that is just nasty. Now Tour Guide of the Underworld is going to be summoned under a Windup Factory. This is going to summon another Tour Guide. That's probably going to make the Carrier. Carrier is going to trigger the Factory. And it looks like Magician Shark. Oh no, please tell me Inzektor has something going on here, because this just might be it. It's going to hit the Raigeki and another Carrier to summon another Rat, to summon the Hunter, and another card's going to be hit, and another Carrier to summon another Rat. And that's not good. The Windup hand loop is really, really good, and that just ruined all of the chances of Inzektors winning. So that Windup hand loop with the Heavy Storm follow-up is just really good. Now as Zenmaines is on board, it looks like they're going to need to draw a Dragonfly to get themselves back on the board. But no, there's more. Another Rat. And this is not looking good at all. And it's going to chain Magician. Oh, man. Or no, it's not going to chain Magician, but it is going to summon a lot of monsters. This is not good at all for Inzektors. I think that this could be enough to trigger a game. And that Heavy Storm plus the hand loop is just really good. That's the reason why Windups were so damn good, just being able to do that. It doesn't look like Inzektors do great, but that Raigeki That solemn warning could have prevented all of this from happening had it not been from the heavy storm and then the loop. So Windups definitely like the clear victor in this game, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. If you want to support this channel, then go ahead and check out my Patreon. We have some awesome rewards there. We have some really good things. We're going to be streaming for our Patreon members this Saturday, so please check it out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. That was one hell of a game.